How big is this fucking fuel tank?
6, 4?
God, it's a 2x3. Jesus.
Is it the white one?
Yeah.
The white one's not worth very much, but it is good for like if you're actually just trying to power your hideout, and it's okay.
I am.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't bought
good.
fuel yet.
I don't really know why the blue one is like valuable over the other one, because it has more fuel in it, but is worth less. I don't get it. We told you about like the being careful when you buy fuel, right?
Nope.
Okay, when you're buying fuel, make sure you like you have to. It's really dumb. Like if you search for fuel tank, some of those fuel tanks on the auction house are empty, but they're still being charged full price because there's no way to see how much fuel they have unless you inspect it.
Oh.
So like if you don't expect it, you could buy a fuel tank that's empty for the same price as one that's full. It's just like a fucking oversight from the devs.
Coming to the end of the road.
Okay, I'm already out of it. I'll wait.
Are you done here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I'm not back.
I like this mouse. Good. Just weird because
Nice.
it's like really skinny. And again, I'm used to like a fat mouse. So
Did that guy hit you at all? Like, did you have to?
yeah, my armor blocked it all because he was using a really bad gun. Can't penetrate armor. Feels bad, man. Like he had literally the gun that you start with, like your starter fucking
Pistol?
gun that to give you, yeah, that MP whatever whatever gun. That's the start. That's the starter gun. Like it's like a.
Going into the first cabin. Doors open.
It doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm going to the cabin.
Never
It's
seen
locked.
this.
I'm gonna close it, but it's unlocked. I'll leave you some stuff. When are we doing the Battlestar Galactica Fest tomorrow?
This house isn't looted. I'm gonna be.
Sorry, what?
No,
We're doing
no.
right now?
What?
No, when tomorrow, Richard?
Oh, when? Anytime in the afternoon, I would say.
Why are you guys watching Battlestar Galactica?
Because it's about goddamn time, that's why.
Didn't Bobby say he wanted to join?
Oh.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, I don't know, just pick a time in the mid-afternoon.
I don't know.
Graphics
Someone
card.
did. Fucking.
Graphics card.
This guy hit up the computers in the safe. But
Alright. I left you some stuff.
did you? Oh man.
Evening would also work.
The real reason is because Battlestar Galactica is free on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, but is that the... I thought we were watching the miniseries or whatever, pilot.
We are. You gotta reel them in, and then you'll be like, oh man, that was show. See, strategic.
Okay, leaving this house.
Don't freak out when you come up the stairs. Seriously, no, stand over here. Is that you in a bush?
Yep, it's me.
In a bush? Bushy bush?
Les Bouches.
You a bushman?
I wish Amish was on. I'm like way less scared when Amish is around.
That's a good question, actually. Where is he?
Lady Marcherie.
Oh, he's in rep all day. He probably just like didn't wake up.
COVID got him.
Where were you? Oh, didn't even see you. Where's this stuff?
No matter
Oh,
what
There's enough,
Google's.
befalls
How's
us,
there's
your
enough stuff.
I wish for
how's your
Stern to
girlfriend
live.
doing?
Please, I require your
Me?
assistance. Queen Helena.
She's alright.
No.
I don't know. Same
Queen
old, same
Mother.
old. She's not.
Please rest easy.
Nothing really special
My
to
life is already
note
indebted to
about.
your son, Mont. So I will return the favor.
I have no more room.
Wait.
Right.
Stay your
She,
swords. We shall not fight.
But Lord Stern, I can still fight.
Literally
I
trying
will
to think of
protect the
things to
Queen
say
Mother.
about.
My apologies.
She's
shall
healthy.
not go
That's the
further.
important thing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, she's healthy.
Like
They've been doing less
do
in-person
not
visit,
like that man.
which is
I
kind of
will
hard when you're
never
trying to
abandon
diagnose
Never.
withdrawal symptoms and stuff. But
She's still staying with you.
yeah, she's still with me.
What are you
She still
doing?
visits her family though, which is
Where to take Helena and Stern?
kind of.
We think not. What did you say?
I'm gonna hit up construction.
Okay.
Any grievances can be taken up with
Yeah,
me
I'd really like
personally.
just a guy to like walk
And
across the
just to
street
let
right
you know,
now.
I have a hard time.
So you
finding
guys never
grievances
answered.
to-
Can your mom's computer run Crisis?
Can my mom's computer? Well,
These two are my guests. Treat them with our greatest hospitality. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Highness. It shall be done.
I'm up to go further.
fuck, I need something to.
Kind of towards terminal.
Okay, leaving construction.
I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. I was like second hill or something. The, like hill next to terminal.
Second hill. Alright. God damn.
I don't hear scavs. I'm kind of coming up on the red boxes.
Coming up to the fence.
Okay, I'm at red boxes. Nope. See anything?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Like terminal when it's like this. I'm behind red boxes. Okay, I'm gonna go
There's a
in.
dead scav out front.
Okay. Inside it right now. Doesn't look looted. Unless they're in this room. They're not. Weird.
Huh.
Unless we've been bamboozled and they're tricking us to coming in here.
Oh, we're about to bamboozle you.
We're about to get bamboozled.
I'm still outside, man. It's just you.
Is that you on the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just checking stash.
Just once I'd like to be the one doing the bamboozling.
We tried. We got killed for it. Cigarettes.
And 3 hoses.
Come through the back. Dude, a hand drop.
I dropped that.
I
Pick up a
don't know.
motor.
don't know if I wanna.
They're not worth. If you have to make room, they're not worth.
I think I saw 50k though.
Yeah, like if you have nothing else, it's I mean anything's worth, but
You know what propane is worth?
propane's good.
Okay.
If,
All right.
Is there some? Did you find some?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, okay. Ash. Yeah, I think it's worth. I'm pretty sure. I've never actually gotten any, so.
Bad news, Your Majesty. We have custody of not only Lady Macherie, but Queen Helena and Prince Stern as well.
I see. So Macherie is unharmed.
What do you wish to do with the Queen and Prince of Leonis, Your Majesty?
Guy's still up.
I want them handed over to me.
Didn't really help us too much last game.
Sounds
They're
far.
bitter enemies of
Yeah,
the
that's
race.
gas
Beware
station.
of them. I've always dreamed
Do you have a
of ending the
gun
Leonis
that
bloodline
shoots
myself.
bullets?
Yeah.
Same goes for any that get
It does
in my
shoot
way.
bullets.
I
Indeed.
have word from
That's
Lady
good.
Macherie to welcome the Queen
Good to
and
hear.
Prince of Leonis with
Last
the
time I
greatest of
brought in
hospitality,
Nerf
Your
guns.
Majesty.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it might be like an airsoft gun, and that wouldn't be too good either.
Considered this a
No.
one-sided trade. I'll allow
I have a shitty scope though, so let's see if I can do it.
Do we have a deal?
You have left me no choice.
Mm,
But if
give me a
that is
shot.
settled, I
Nice.
shall check on Macherie. Excuse me.
There's the 7 p.m. claps again.
What? Oh. Is it 7 p.m.? Holy fuck, I thought it was like 3.
Every 7 p.m.
What happened?
Eric, you clapping?
I dealt with a shinobi from Horn.
Just what I'd
Games.
expect of a master from Goga.
Huh?
Imagine
That's
not
why
clapping.
I'm worth top chord.
Dude, I'm
It
clapping right now.
seems that shinobi
Alright,
was
so
sent
am
to
I.
Rob,
Just don't
courtesy
ask
of
when I'm
Macherie.
clapping.
Then there's
I
no
hear.
way of Rob knowing
You know what the funny
Macherie
thing is?
itself
Apparently
did.
people were showing up outside
What of
one of the
Alpha
Vancouver
and his
hospitals to
other
watch the fire
princely
trucks and stuff. They
rots?
were all gathering in groups, and people were like,
It seems
that's
they fled
kind of
through the
defeating
rear
the.
gate of the castle with Caleb.
No, cars too.
Behind their beloved
I see
to
so
scurry
many
off into
police
the
car
night.
like gatherings doing this shit, but I don't understand. Because I don't they have better things to do?
No, because they're not enforcing anything anymore.
Like, I guess, like lines of like 10 police cars and like 3 fire trucks.
That's not what I call
So,
social distancing.
The thing that I heard about the police cars is because it's round shift change. That's when they like do it, so all the cars are coming back, and then their new cars are going to go out.
Oh, okay.
Let me know if you guys are going again.
We're still on this guy.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be dead soon.
Yep. There's no other way to go. I got so many cigarettes.
A brigade has already been dispatched in pursuit.
Just what I wanted to hear. I'll join them after.
Got some good
Understood.
stuff up there.
Oh, night vision scope.
That's pretty good.
I have no idea if it's good.
It's not the Reaper.
No. It's just like it's not even. It's like I think it's like night
What's
vision,
wrong?
like night vision, night vision.
I just got the strangest feeling that we were being watched.
It might be Moraga.
Right.
There's too many things
We
up
should
here.
hurry. There's no time to waste.
I can't. Here,
Leftover
you
good
can.
shit.
You can. I have no idea. You can check the boxes if you want. There's no. I have no room for.
I've
things.
never been up here.
Yeah, it's cozy up here. In the room
Where?
at Dan.
Oh,
There's
okay.
the big boxes. You can also. I don't remember. Did I check under the table? I don't know. You can check under the table too. I don't remember if I did or not.
Dude, that's like $30,000 high.
Is it? Oh, Nash. No, I didn't. I'm wondering if the scope's actually good because I can't put it in my stash. Like the Reaper, it's like the Reap IR. You can't put the Reap IR in your stash, either your whatever the fuck thing either. So, I'm wondering if it's the same kind of deal.
What do you mean you can't put it in your stash?
You can't put it in your secure container.
That's at us.
Is it?
I heard the ricochet near me.
Yeah, so did I. Are you moving?
I'm moving up top. Stopped. I've stopped.
Okay, I don't hear anything. I think I just heard you like step forward once.
I'm switching.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here before we die. I think we're good. Well, we're not good and we're gonna die anyway. XD.
Either way, I'm ready to head out. Where are you?
Okay. YOLO.
You won't be able to shoot both of us.
Eric, when you're like leaving a building when you're getting shot at or you're like potentially getting shot at, do you just kind of like run out of the building with your like, you just kind of YOLO that shit? That's why you do it, right?
That sounds close.
You just kind of like run out of the building and hope you don't get shot at?
Sounds reasonable.
Usually you have someone cover you, but
Nah. Nah.
You can if you're both yo.
Yeah, what if your friend's YOLOing too?
One after the other.
That's the guy.
He shouldn't be.
Sounds
So one
close.
guy would probably take up position and start firing out of the doorway, and then you'd like.
What if you go at the same time?
Yeah, exactly. And there's two people to
You're
shoot
probably
at.
gonna get. You're probably both gonna get shot and die.
What if you
Both
go in
gonna
two
get
different
thrown.
directions?
Oh, there's an MP7A2.
You're probably still gonna both get shot
Take
and
that.
die.
Take that? Oh boy.
Contrary to
MP7A2.
popular belief, bullets are faster than you can run. So.
Nah, yeah, I don't think you've seen me Naruto run.
So I think the only reason in those videos when you see people not get shot, it's because the guys are really shitty shots. So if you ever watch like some terrorist dude movie where they're like shooting at people, they're just really shitty at shooting.
How long
What
do
if
you
I-
give it before we die?
Uh,
I'm gonna say a solid 45
say-
seconds.
I'd say we get to Road to Customs and then we'll get shot there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sounds great.
It's a good
That's what
bold
my
strategy.
rubles are on. I'll put my ruble.
Okay, I'm gonna put my euros on it. Big spender.
Fucking year.
Euros are worth like 200 rubles because Russia's garbage.
Yeah. Are rubles the actual currency?
Yeah.
Yes.
Russian ruble.
Fucking ruble.
Rubles.
What if I spend 20 days in the hyperbolic time chamber and then I try
I'm sorry, what? And then you what?
and then I run out of the
Can I
building?
ask you something?
That's pretty much what I've been doing the whole time. That's pretty much what everybody should be doing right now. They're in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Idiot.
You just work out at home and you work.
I went to Best Buy today. That was an annoying experience.
That's my
Is it
soul.
empty?
Yeah, you can't go in though. You gotta reserve it for the thing you want, and then
fuck?
go in and get it for you. So you like stand
figured that
outside
they
for
were
a while.
closed.
Well, it's kind of
Can you stand there and tell them what you want?
yeah, like okay, so I was there and I like a smart person, I reserved the thing I want, and then the guy like rolled up behind me, social distancing of course, but the dude like the Best Buy man like came out and was like, hey, what are you here? But and I was like, reserved thing, and he was like, okay, what about you? And this guy was like, yeah. So he went into like this fucking story mode. It's like my daughter has this really nice keyboard. It like lights up and stuff. Kind of want that. And
my
he's
God.
like, so you want a light up keyboard? And he's like, yeah. And then you're like, do you know which one? He's like, no. Like, okay.
Perfect.
Can you come over here, please?
Yeah, I would have just been like, hey, I'm a frontline worker and I just need my item.
Literally have the Rona right now.
Do they come in RGBs?
Why did Horn
Thorn joined swords with Fennis.
I don't know. This guy didn't somehow look like the kind of guy that would be able to afford RGBs.
Probably doesn't even know
Only
what
mean to be a
RGBs are.
dick or anything. He didn't really look like a game fan. Kind of looked like a dad.
Dads can be gamers.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Wow.
not you know, he looked like a truck driver dad.
I see.
You can play Switch on the road.
Don't play Switch with a keyboard. Although that would probably make it better.
Yeah, but yeah.
Fennis's military might is indeed
I actually have
impressive,
a Bluetooth
but an
mechanical
alliance
keyboard. I
with
should
a
probably use it.
country like that will lead to naught but problems.
Urge
It
Prime.
was because of Rundal, which lies to the west.
What?
Rundal.
Guy's
The
name?
so-called
Yeah,
dragon
this guy's
eating
name.
stag? That
What an
house
idiot.
Rundal?
Rundal's invasions
I
to
got
the east
my
become a
Triton
more
vest
menacing
back.
reality by the minute.
That's
Wow.
I see.
good.
There's gonna be one day where I'm gonna get so much shit.
That Vulcan's not that much ripped.
Yeah, I bought a Corsair K63. I had to go check
Isn't he
what
the founder of the
model.
Crystal Sanctum?
So it was his scheme. Be that as it may, to agree to wed one's precious daughter to that savage of a man.
Fucking IQ's been fucking up for me recently.
We were told that Moraga was not but a barbarian.
I don't know why
who lost
everything
the battle.
that I need
Alas,
breaks
that was before we
for no
met.
reason at all.
The Moraga I saw.
Kind of
What has
annoying.
been breaking for you? Sorry.
So much
Corsair
so
IQ.
he seemed
They're
a
fucking
different
like.
person entirely.
Oh,
Thing.
the thing to change all the colors and all that.
I felt the
Yeah, I
same
kind of need that to not fuck
Not to
up. 'Cause it
mention,
doesn't really.
his skills
Well, I
have
mean,
been
hey, at
far
least
better
it
since
works
we
on
last
yours.
crossed
It doesn't work
swords.
on Mac.
Though it pains
Like,
me to
so I
admit,
had to basically
even when she's
literally
sat by my
go to a
side,
Windows
I
computer,
cling to him.
configure it the way I wanted,
Perhaps
and
that
then
feckless swine
bring it
has
back to
used
my Mac.
some means to gain more power.
So everything's stored on the
To
actual
gain more
device.
power?
But
It couldn't be.
yeah, that was kind of.
An ancient
Yeah, that's why
relic?
you don't do that.
Well, sometimes, you know, if you want to run the Mac, you gotta run the Mac. I
No,
mean, I could just
that's
install
your first
Windows
mistake.
in boot. Could just install Windows in Boot Camp, and that way I have like
You know
a
what you
dual
know?
boot.
You know what you never hear ever anyone ever say ever in the history of the world? I'm just gonna run Mac on my PC. Like you just don't hear that. You know why? 'Cause it's
It's
crap.
because you can't. Because you can't. You literally
You
can't.
can. You can if you run the right software and the right hardware.
You literally can't. Like
You
legally.
literally.
anyways.
Okay, well you
You
can't.
can't
Who cares
legally.
about legally doing anything?
Well, okay, that's just like how many people do you hear say that they want to run Linux on their computer? Not many people either, right? Like it's a very niche market, so to speak. Like honestly, the only reason I'd ever run Windows on my computer is one, I want to game, or two, I needed some specific program to work. But even then, I can just use Parallels and just run it in a virtual machine, right?
It's a lot of work. Where did you go again, Riley?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Ch.2. Oh no!
Wait for me.
I fucking ejected one of my mag. No.
Rip.
Guessing you want me to stream, Richard.
Sure. I mean, it's up to you.
Never.
So when did they add this streaming thing to?
A while back,
6
like
months ago?
yeah, I'd say several months
Here we
ago.
go.
Is it better than Twitch, or is it just
No.
more convenient than Twitch?
I mean, it's better than depends on what you want to do. If you just want to like show your friends something, it's better than Twitch. But if you're actually trying to like show a bunch of people stuff, then it's not even comparable.
Well, yeah, because then you'd have to have them all join your Discord to show it, right? So, yeah, that makes sense. What's going on with Twitch right now? Is there some sort of like streaming battle between different companies or something?
Microsoft is trying to like get in on the action, but they're not doing a very good job.
Because like there were some articles about people getting like deals with Twitch to like stay on the platform and shit.
Yeah, like exclusivity agreements between Twitch and Mixer are now a thing.
Mixer?
It's just Microsoft once again is late to the party.
What are you talking about? This is gonna dominate like Windows Phone.
I liked Windows Phone. Could have been good.
You like my dad?
I liked the operating system. It was actually good. Could have been good.
Yeah, but those Windows tiles.
I like the tiles. If they were like better, like if they continued to iterate on it, it could have been really good. I think. Ryan's still not on my friends list. So
I think
look
I
for
think
him.
the problem that Windows did, it lacked the integration. Like, so if they did something very similar to what Mac did, where when you're using a Windows PC and then a Windows Phone, and it just really seamlessly worked together, that would be like pretty cool. But I think the problem is like what you said, they were late to the party, and they never really managed to catch up, right?
Well, yeah, that's something that Microsoft has always had a hard time doing.
I'm blue.
They're like horrible at like integrating Windows into things that are not your computer. If you have a laptop right next to your PC, like you should almost just be able to use the fucking laptop as like a third screen or a second screen. Like it should be that good, and it isn't. It's not even like remotely good. It's a separate thing. You should be able to like copy and then like paste on the laptop and like that kind of integration where it's like literally
Actually,
the same fucking thing.
That's one thing that. This is why I kind of like my Mac. Like, I know you guys are gamers, so it doesn't really work out for you. I like it that if I'm on the same Wi-Fi network or whatever, and I'm on my phone or whatever, I can copy and I can paste onto my laptop or my iPad or whatever I'm using, just seamlessly.
You know, you can do that.
Why would you do
Yeah,
that?
it's actually pretty cool.
Why would you
Like, I can do
strike
that
such a
with
deal?
my phone and Chrome because it's Pixel, so like it's like my phone has a lot of integration with Google stuff. But
I think that's all Google can do because they don't have the operating system. They can only really control Chrome, right? So
I don't know if I bought like a Chromebook, I'm sure that'd be pretty cool, but I'm not gonna buy a Chromebook, so
that's one thing about Chromebooks. They're cheap, right? They're good and they're cheap. So I'll probably get my mom to buy the new iPad Air though eventually, just because it's cheap and it's actually really good as well. But
when my mom has a MacBook Pro for some reason, and when that thing eventually kicks the bucket, it's like probably 4 years old now, so I don't know how much longer it's got, but I'm probably gonna try to like push her towards like an iPad or something because like she doesn't fucking need a computer.
see, I thought about that, but we'll see where my mom's at in terms of like what she does on her computer, because she could do most of it on the iPad, but it's still like if she's doing some sort of file management and stuff like that, it might be a bit harder to do that on the iPad.
My mom does not know what a file is, so like she like looks up stuff on the internet and plays solitaire. That's what my mom does.
That's mostly what my mom
iPad
does.
is pretty
But
good.
she's trying to do this immigration thing. So depending on where she's at with that when she's ready to buy a computer, if she's still trying to do that, then she'll need an actual computer to like do PDFs and everything else. But if she's not, yeah, an iPad would be perfect. I can just give her my old iPad.
Yeah, the iPad Pro is pretty good. Like
I don't like the new one, yeah, but I don't like the design. It's not very robust.
Oh no, of course not.
That's the biggest thing that I've had. Like the old iPad was fine. I think there's a problem when I like Apple stuff, but I think there's a problem when your iPad ships and it's already bent. But it's kind of a problem with that. It's because in the new version they put like this microphone port in like the middle of the side, so it's like a weak stress point, so it can technically bend pretty easily.
Google fucked up with the design of the Pixel 4 too. Mine, it can like, it's got like metal sides, but around the power button and the volume button, there's like, obviously that's a button and therefore a hole, and like it's a weak spot there, and you could break it in half, but like, I don't know, you kind of have to try pretty hard, so I'm not really worried about it.
I'd say it depends on how
you gotta like fucking actually like attempt to break it, and then you'll break it. Which is like, honestly, if you're like gonna try to break your phone, and it breaks, you probably shouldn't be surprised.
Well, I think it depends where you keep it too and how big the phone is, right? Like that was one of the issues with one of the iPhones where, like, I think it was one of the Plus phones back in the day, like the 6 Plus or 7 Plus. If you remember, like Bendgate or whatever, or people had it in their pocket and start bending. I'd say depending on the type of pants you wear, where the pocket sits, and all that stuff, you could possibly bend it.
I'm gonna go to green.
My sound's fucked. I can't hear nothing.
That said, I got the new 11 Pro Max, and I'm actually really happy that I upgraded from a iPhone 6. Are you gonna get the Note 20?
No. I like my Pixel a lot because it's like Samsung phones. They have like 3 different email clients and like 2 different galleries and like 3 different app stores and like 4 different fucking like it's like.
I don't even use any of that Samsung shit.
Yeah,
I don't either, but like Pixel doesn't have that. It literally just has the Google stuff, and that's it. I like that.
The only thing is
so what
Samsung Pay.
I think you can remove those apps now on Samsung. You used to not be able to. Now you can, but still, I agree. I know what you're talking about. There's like so much bloatware and shit versus like. That's why I like the Nexus phone, and when I had the Nexus 4, I was actually really happy with it.
I liked it too. I like the Nexus 5 more than the 4 though.
The Pixel 4 got like slaughtered in reviews, and after owning it for 4 or 5 months now or whatever, I don't understand why the reviewers like didn't like it because it's pretty good. I don't know.
So one thing to keep in mind with reviewers, especially on YouTube and stuff like that, a lot of them are biased. Like, so I was watching this review of like I think it was the iPad 16-inch, and then I was like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. And then I clicked on another video where he was reviewing the S20, and it was like quite obvious that this guy was very like Apple centric. So everything that he said was like, it's kind of like, okay, dude, like, you know, you bring up some good points, but it's obvious that you're very stuck in one camp, and you're not really giving a unbiased review.
Well, it was down. It was down to like people were saying the Pixel 4's battery like didn't last very long, and it's like, bro, my battery literally lasts through the day and still has 40% left. And I'm forcing 120 hertz or 90 hertz on.
You gotta remember that these are the same people that like sit on Instagram all day on their phone and Facebook and everything else all at once, and it just like drains.
I mean, I do too. Like I'm on my phone a lot. Like I don't just like look at it for like 30 minutes a day. Like I'm on it a lot.
Yeah, but you got to think like when you're using all these different things like Snapchat, like TikTok, all this shit all at once, like it does drain your battery. And then they probably have their brightness on max, and then I don't know what else. You know, the other thing too, sometimes people are like, the battery doesn't last long, but then it's like, yeah, but you didn't charge it the night before. It's like you can't expect it to last the whole day. Like that's one reason why I got the Max, although I think it's a bit too, like, when I get a new iPhone again eventually, I'm gonna get the slightly smaller one. Because I do like this, it's kind of big sometimes. I do like newer phones, like, so I'm guessing the Pixel 4 is the same way, and probably the new Samsung phones. Like, dude, the 6 battery life was brutal. Like, looking back, I'm like, holy shit, like, phones have come a long way in terms of battery life.
My Note was pretty bad, but it was because it was the Note 8, and it was right after the Note that was blowing up, so Samsung like relaxed a little bit on the battery for it. I know recently they've like amped it back up again, and they're like at full speed ahead on the battery sizes on the Note series again.
So the main problem that they did there was they just made the battery too big for the compartment, so when it swelled a bit, it had no room to expand. So I think that's the only difference. They just redesigned the phones to have a bit more space.
Have no doubt.
I understand.
Oh, so this is where
Where you at, Riley?
Right side.
Right, I'm on the left side on the road.
Do you have your mic?
I'm using my other headphones.
Your other headphones have way better mic. I mean, and by other headphones, I mean one.
Shouldn't you have said that sooner?
The previous one?
I'm with you.
This one.
Okay.
I need to hear them back to back, but I'm pretty sure this one. I like this one more.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like this one better. It doesn't have that Ryan-like voice to it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Got it. Ooh. Key spawn.
It's really unfortunate that Apple doesn't want to work well with NVIDIA because it kind of ruins like your entire computer lineup. Now that you're depending on like AMD to make a graphics card that isn't garbage.
I think one of the reasons was back in the day, I think Nvidia wasn't so focused on the enterprise market, like so with Quattro and all that stuff, whereas AMD was. So then they're like, okay, we'll go with AMD. And then there was also a dispute with Nvidia on like pricing and shit like that back in the day. So they went exclusive with AMD. The advantage of being exclusive with them is that they can just support, like, get really good drivers for that one thing. Unfortunately, it kind of fucks over the people that would actually use Mac, right? Because a lot of people want the NVIDIA, like, CUDA cores or whatever the fuck it's called. Like, you know what I'm talking about? For, like, scientific shit, people want NVIDIA for that. And, like, that's really, like, if you're not gonna game on your Mac, let's put it this way. Like, or if you are, you're gonna be playing very specific games. So the real advantage would be having the NVIDIA stuff instead to be able to do that shit.
That's what I mean. Like NVIDIA's or AMD's graphics division is like hilarious compared to NVIDIA's. Like, and I don't mean graphics like their gaming division. I mean like their professional enterprise shit. It's like it's actually hilarious. Like AMD doesn't have one compared to NVIDIA. Like,
well, let's not.
He spends a lot of money on their enterprise shit.
Let's not kid ourselves here. Like, Mac is realistically, or Apple realistically now is like a software. Like, yes, they make hardware, but a big part of their services is software now, right? And the iPhone, centered around the iPhone. And there's talk that Apple at some point is gonna start making some laptops with ARM cores instead. So who knows, right? I guess the other thing too is if you really want an NVIDIA card, you could just use the external GPU. I mean, that doesn't help you when you're mobile, but
I'm assuming you're available.
What?
Leona's
Yeah.
castle has fallen.
That is
So you sprinting, Ryan?
Yeah.
The Queen, Helena,
Anybody else see that shot?
I showed this guys.
Oh, okay.
the way I see it, like, basically if you're choosing Mac or let's say Apple versus Windows, it's just like, what are you running? What are the other devices that you use? Shit like that. What are the services that you use? Right? So like, I don't really need anything special. Office is available for Mac. So I like it because it integrates well with my iPhone and the iPad that I have now. Whereas for someone that maybe you want to do a lot of gaming and shit like that, maybe it's not good to have that as your primary device, right?
Then perhaps I too should greet Leona's castle with my presence.
I mean, here's the other thing too. You could always have a PC, like an actual tower PC, and that's like your gaming rig, and then you can have a Mac laptop, right?
Quite some time now, I have long desired to have him under my control by any means necessary. And lo, to realize that dream that so soon.
You buy the Mac Pro?
Which one? Sorry, the big power one? No.
Oh, come on, why not?
Because it's not really meant for regular consumers, unless you want to blow a bunch of money, right? It's like it's meant for like, hey, I work in that industry, and then I go to my company, I'm like, here, pay for this, and like, cool, and then they'll buy it from me, right? That's what it's really like when you max it out and shit. That's what it is.
I find it, I MacBook Pro or the Mac Pros, whatever, but I find it hilarious that They charge $400 for casters, and the casters don't even lock. So your fucking
So here's the thing, though,
$20
that I don't
million
get.
computer can just roll off the fucking desk.
I don't even know why you'd put wheels when it's on the desk in the first place. But that aside, I don't know about you, but I don't even know why they made wheels. It's like you could have just had like a cart or something instead, right? If you really cared about moving your.
Against the combined forces of Horn and
Coming out of the
Fenris,
first cabin.
Leonis was
That
forced
is a
to
lot
call
of
a
shooting.
retreat.
But I do
Camo?
agree, $400 wheels and no stoppers.
Declaring that he will
I don't
not
know.
prepare
But
for a
here's the
siege,
thing: people will still buy it, right?
instead decided to abandon the
You guys good?
castle and
What
flee
the?
Mont.
Okay, my leg's blacked out.
Did you kill him?
He intends to seek aid from the allied kingdom of Wizet.
Are we okay?
I see another scav down the road, but I didn't.
Okay, I'm coming out.
Travis, I guess it's the idea that if you're putting wheels on it, you want it to be mobile, so you're probably not going to keep it up on a desk. But I mean, obviously some people do because it's an issue.
Chose to become hostages of Fenris.
I'm leaving cabin.
The
He was outside the red
Leonis
fence
shall
by
live
cap.
on, even should we
Is
fall
it a scav
afoul
or a
of
player?
gods to defend it.
Scav, I think. This scav is broken.
Are you? I'm out.
Thus, the Leonis
Okay, I see his
bloodline
body.
was
I killed him.
cut in
Yeah,
two.
I'm in front of the door.
There's a lot of shooting at.
Adorns the face of Lord Sodali,
Terminal?
Yeah, it was.
founder of the
It's probably
Church of
not
the Crystal,
scavs.
for he orchestrated the alliance between Horn and Fenris.
Ryan, you good?
I'm just healing up.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm ashamed to have made promises I couldn't keep.
Alright, I'm
There
good.
is no need to fret. I guarantee your safety. From what I have heard, Dr. Marcherie agrees.
Who's
the-
that?
This guy's just standing here.
Bugged out.
You good?
Oh my god.
Where you at?
Outside
down the
of some-
fence.
Is that why he wasn't dying when you were spraying him with bullets earlier?
Yeah, he's just standing there.
Sometimes they bug out and they're dead, but they're standing up.
Right behind you, Ryan.
Alright, let's move.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Horn is indebted to.
Horn has allied with our bitter enemy, Fenris.
I am weary
Guaranteed
of
as long as
this.
that alliance with Fenris stands.
Ah, shit. How do you turn off the light?
Please don't
T.
misunderstand. I'm not condemning you.
Going into construction. Please don't kill me, please.
Is for you to save my mother.
I'm going to the second hill.
I'll do as much as I can. I can promise that, at least. So,
I'd say it's about time
Going
you
into
wrapped
the
up this
corner
little
already.
conversation.
Yeah, this is kind of
You are a
spooky.
shinobi in Fenris'
Yeah,
employ.
really.
I've heard tell of you.
Not necessarily.
Move
Even,
up, Brent.
it may have been a. It may have been a
Gotta take these
department
too. No hard
or
feelings.
resort or whatever.
Let me ask you one thing.
but I
Have you
don't know.
seen Shadowlinks?
Shadowlinks?
Are the people of Goga not sworn enemies of the shinobi of Saiga?
Yeah, it was a lot of shooting. Do you think
These people are Horn's honored guests.
they would have shot scavs that
Who
much?
the hell do you think you are?
No, they wouldn't have.
Probably not.
They're
Why should I take
really
orders
bad.
from the likes of you? You want something from me? It's going to
I'm like
cost you.
on
So
second
pay
hill.
up. I
I'm
hate
coming up
people
on
like
you.
always trying to order me around without paying a single gil.
Why you?
You should be careful how you speak to me, unless you want to end up like.
Like links, you mean?
Hear anything? I don't see anything.
Who's to say?
Can't tell if
I'm
guy on
gonna-
power plant's alive or not.
I'm gonna walk up to fence to.
I'm just kind of skulking through the trees on my way to red
What is the
buildings,
matter?
I
boxes.
still fear for Mother and Stern. I wonder how they're
Oh,
doing.
I see you.
You rackwit.
Father, are you not
Scav
worried?
alive here.
You worry for others at
Yeah,
a time like
probably a
this?
resort done.
But we will soon enter
All that
Wizet
shooting?
territory. Once we do, the pursuing Fenris forces will surely give up chase.
That would be favorable for us.
Are you saying that Fenris
Highness intends to invade Wazet.
How is that not a fucking hello?
Joined an alliance.
Okay, all right. Holy fuck.
Much ground we must yet cover
I don't know
before
how.
reaching Wazet's
All right.
castle to the north. That much is apparent from the lack of Wazet's guards.
I'm behind.
If our pursuers were to catch us before reaching the castle,
Reloading.
it would be
Corner.
otherwise.
Yes, father.
I'm gonna go check his backpack. Kind of want his backpack.
I'm in the back.
So how does this game work? You guys just kill scavengers and shit?
No, there's players too. There's two types of players: PMCs and scavs.
Entering the front.
I'm like at the back, kind of.
PMCs are more well geared than their players. Scavs are like basic geared guys, can be either a player or an NPC.
Hmm. So you can probably tell when it's a player because they're not as retarded.
Usually the scavs are shouting crazy things in Russian.
Coming into the front.
But the way this game works, Eric, is if you die, then you lose basically all your shit. Save for a few things.
So how do you guys die a lot, or?
Today we have.
Fuel canister here, right? I don't know if you.
So you guys are just constantly collecting shit again?
Yeah.
At the back.
Collecting, crafting, selling stuff, you know.
I'm all full, dude.
This game has a pretty robust customization system for your firearm.
Yeah, but don't you lose it when you die?
Yeah, but you can always craft another one, right? Like,
oh, okay, I gotcha.
You can scavenge gun parts and stuff from other guns you pick up on the field, or you can buy them off the auction house. You can trade items for. You know.
All right, let's get out of here.
Who makes this game? Is it the same guys that made PUBG or what?
No,
Nikita.
some Russian guys. Nikita, Russian man.
Is he actually the name of the guy who created it, or is that just a...
Yes, yes, that's the name of the head dog.
So you right?
Not me, that was right in front of us.
It was, I think he was up on the hill. Yeah, that's up on the hill.
Okay.
Right.
The guy's dead though.
The gist of it is when they create a game, it's like spawns a lobby with a certain amount of PMC players, and obviously scavs. And then like I think it's always set in a certain time of day that you can pick. And then
The day rotates around, but yeah,
yeah,
it's either morning or like middle of the day, or.
And then you just.
Is it region specific, or are you mixed with people from around the world?
They're servers. I don't think these guys have selected their server properly though. That's why we're fucking. Whenever I play with Riley and my ping's retarded, I should probably do that.
Yeah, I haven't done it.
But they just they spawn in, they scavenge, and then they have to extract to keep all their shit.
I think the door's open. I can't really tell. It's really dark over there. Door's open and the guy's dead.
So what are you guys trying to do? Kill all the scavengers?
We're trying to loot and kill everyone that's in our path.
Without dying.
Without dying.
You up on that hill, Riley?
Nope. Down here with you guys.
Who's this in front of you, Ron?
Actually, I think that's Riley.
I don't know.
That's troubling. You don't even know who you're following?
That's not me, that's definitely G.
Oh.
Yeah, those guys are dead. We may have company.
There's definitely friendly fire in this game, Eric.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe you should, if you don't recognize them, just shoot them.
I think Cheesy...
Oh, that's cool. You can open trunks and shit?
Yeah. There's some... They're usually wearing white armbands. I don't know if that's really helped all the time, or...
It does. Not all the time, but it does help.
Check that bag I always check.
I don't know if this is looted.
The bag isn't.
So the
Dude,
other PMCs, they're all on your side as well?
No.
No.
Oh.
They're very much not on your side.
PMCs are all players, and aside from the guys you spawn with in your team, everyone's out to kill you.
And because when they kill you, they can get your stuff.
Yeah.
And the scavs want to kill you too? Or what's the point of playing as a scav?
Scav, you don't have any. You don't bring in your own gear, so you just have nothing to lose.
Also, that's just you just want to have fun and kill people without losing shit.
Right, but you get a random set amount of gear. Like you don't get to pick what you bring in.
It's usually pretty basic. It can be good sometimes, but the point of playing a scav is if you kill someone and take their shit, you can keep that shit, right?
So if you kill someone and take their shit, can you just leave the game and then give it to your actual PMC?
Yeah, but you have to
Yes.
extract.
You have to go to a certain area on the map to leave.
And you can only play as a scav once every 20 minutes or something.
Yeah.
I'm full up, Ryan. So
And as a
I'm gonna
scav,
say-
are you on a team or do you just play like alone?
You can play as a team. You can bring in 4 people as a scav and 5 as a PMC, I think.
I'm just thinking right now, if a scav attacked you guys, you'd probably be fucked because there's 4 of you guys all in the same area.
Correct. But he also doesn't risk anything when he dies.
He's got the big balls.
What do you
Other
Scotty?
than time.
He risks his time.
Yeah, other than time, he doesn't risk anything.
It's kind of
in this game,
kind
that's
of
pretty
important, but I guess in this day and age where people work from home, I mean, time's on your side.
Are you ready to YOLO?
I'm gonna just walk.
Yep.
Is here, Bush.
Some PMCs spawn with nothing but
Yeah,
like
I've heard of Bush.
a pistol, and those guys are rats.
I think I may have heard of Bush, like to the right. Maybe not.
Cover me?
Yeah, I'm gonna run out too with you. We're gonna do the YOLO strat. Fuck it, YOLO! Alright,
Ryan,
we're not dead, so that means there's no players.
He's scared.
a little late on the yellow there.
No, Ryan there was there for insurance purposes. In case someone shot us, he can shoot back at them.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, no, PMCs, other PMCs are extremely hostile because if they kill you, then they get to loot you.
And they usually have, like, they're usually pretty well geared.
Yeah, so like one PMC kill is equal to like an entire game of looting of money and then some probably, depending on how well you do. So yes, it is very much shoot to kill. Unless you spawn as a scav, in which case the NPC scavs won't shoot you unless you shoot them. You're kind of on the same team as the scavs.
Until you shoot at them.
Until you shoot at them. And then all the ones in that area will shoot you, but if you travel across the map, the ones on the other side of the map won't shoot you. Because they don't know that you shot at their friends. I guess. Something like that.
And in this game, like, I don't know if it's easy or... like, killing someone else can be easy or very hard, depending on the armor type and the bullet type you're using.
Yeah, they have a lot of, like, different ammos and different types of ammo, different guns, different... It definitely, like, this is, like, the most customization. There's some PMC running out. It's dead, but he may have friends.
Yeah.
I'm on the right.
I'm flanking left.
I'm on the right.
Watch the right.
He just kind of ran out, so I'm wondering, I don't know if there's friends.
Might have been spooked by someone else.
Definitely a PMC though.
So if you look at Ryan's gun, all the attachments on his gun were chosen and placed by him, right?
Theoretically. Unless he picked it up for someone else, but yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, if he crafted
Analyzing Ryan's tactics right now.
Because like take that red dot for instance. You can choose where on the rail to place it, right?
Oh, he was a player scav. Rip.
Player scav. Ew.
Where were you at?
Left side of the entrance. Entering through the side gate.
Man, I can't hear shit without headphones on.
I hear a scav.
Wow, where is he though?
Where is he?
I don't know. But I fucking heard him. Shit.
I'm getting
I
shot.
see far in like the green thing. He's
There's
inside of like.
Okay. There's some more loot on that guy if I see him. He's dead.
Right, you're just out in the open.
I can't loot anymore on that guy. There's some more shit. He had a lot of stuff.
There's like gas in.
Oh. I've never
Ryan,
seen
you
that
want to loot
before.
that guy? Ryan, you want to loot that guy?
Which guy? This guy over here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Assuming we can't go in there until...
I don't know. Who threw the
Covering
gas?
That was there when I walked up to the...
Okay, I'm gonna refill some mags because I'm almost completely out. I didn't even know there were gas grenades in this game. Weird.
Done?
Yep.
Anything left?
It's nothing much, like matches.
Okay, alright. Is gas gone? Gas is gone.
Watch, be careful. No idea where that gas came from. I'm gonna just reload the mag.
That's Ryan, I think.
That's me.
It's looted, obviously.
Shit, dropping mags.
Funny, you guys sound kind of paranoid.
Yeah, well, I don't know where that gas came from. I've never seen that before.
Riley, you want to take
What?
this? I don't have room for that shit.
This game
Here's
is
the-
very scary. It's like you can die in literally just like one bullet.
M14 CSB, what is that?
It's a rail or something.
So when does this end? Can you guys just leave whenever you want, or you guys have
Yeah,
to
we can leave
extract
right
as well?
now. But you gotta run to the specific area. Like you can't just like leave. You gotta go to the right area to leave. We're gonna do that after
Yeah, I'm
as soon as
seeing-
you're ready to run.
Seeing Ren's looking at that right now. So what if that timer, the find extraction timer, goes to 0? You just die?
You don't die, but you lose all your shit that you had.
It's got nothing except a side.
Amish had a way down, and I don't. Well, that's coming from extract.
Ah, Jesus.
What?
Here's the way down.
Gunfire coming from our extract point.
Does everybody have the same extract point or no?
Yep. So there's random ones that spawn on the map, but they, as soon as they're used, they go down. So there's like 4 it depends on the map, but on this map there's 4 or 5 total extractions, and one that everyone has.
Just set up an
One is
ambush.
up.
Or
So
CCP.
get one guy to draw him out, and then just gun him down when he runs past.
I mean, you can do that.
I don't like the sound of those shots.
I don't either. I'm gonna kind of go like the long way around. What guns do you guys have? Yeah, like anybody have some like actual like range?
AK.
No, I have an AK.
Okay, that's good. And I have an
So
SKS.
it's
but,
bait.
like,
Silhouetted yourself.
Yeah, that was kind of bad.
Yeah, the silhouetting is actually pretty big, and it's hard to see people.
This game actually seems pretty cool. You can actually use like actual tactics and follow the terrain and shit.
Yeah, it's more milsim than your average running gunner.
It's even more milsim than like Arma, although it doesn't have like the Arma has like a full suite of like radio.
Or you can carry
operator
people and
stuff.
shit too, right?
Yeah, you can do all that stuff, but like in terms of like guns and stuff, I would say this game's probably more milsim-ish than Arma is, and that's saying a lot because Arma's really fucking autistic when it comes to guns. I didn't think a game could be more like outside of like actually just shooting a real gun. I didn't think you could like get too much closer than Arma, but somehow the Russians did it.
Can you go into prone in this game?
Yep.
And sad is a
I'd
big
say,
thing.
yeah, sounds huge. I would say this game probably has the most, or Arma probably has more.
Crossing the street.
Like, in this game, you can either you're standing up, you're crouched, or you're prone. Whereas in Arma, you can kind of have anything in between. Like, you can like hunch over and like sprint and stuff, and like you can do all sorts of different like ways of moving. Whereas in this game, there's only like the 3, but like that's the fucking game. I don't. There's a scav up there, I think. Definitely a scav. He's on the right side of the road.
Okay, I'm across the street, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, he's on the road right now.
Take him out if you can, if you want.
And then he's right on the gate. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want to make noise.
I'm a little bit behind you.
Okay. One thing that I would say is, like, not... Okay, I'm shooting him. I took a little bit too many bullets. XD. One thing that's, like, not realistic is, like, you get, like, your limbs have health and stuff. And, if you're... I'm not even gonna bother looting him. If your limbs get damaged beyond a certain point, they're like useless now. Like, so if you like, if your arm gets like blacked out, your aim is like all shaky and shit. Which is obviously not realistic, because like I don't know how you hold a gun if you're like if it's like blown off, but if you like pop an aspirin, it's like, oh, you just like ignore the damage effects completely. You can have like your leg totally blacked out, and like as long as you pop an aspirin, you can still sprint on it.
Did you pick up an SKS off in that game?
Me?
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Looks like a fun game.
It is fun, depending on how often you die.
Yeah,
You're not playing WoW anymore, are you?
No, I am. But only on Tuesdays.
Oh shit. What, you still right?
Yeah.
Is there like nothing left to do, basically?
There's nothing I need to do.
I meant like there's no new raids that came out or...
I play Classic, so...
Oh yes, that's right.
What is the truth?
Do you have like your epic mount yet?
Yeah, I had that like week 1.
He is the founder of the Church of the Crystal.
Okay.
Near the northwest border of Horn.
I mean, game's changed.
What is it, like easier still?
No, just people know what to do now. People didn't know what to do 15 years ago. People didn't know how to make money 15 years ago. People thought they knew how to make money 15 years ago, but they didn't.
Well, how did you used to do it versus how would you do it?
That's just a front, right?
Well, I don't remember how you used to do it, because it took me forever to get my epic mount on my warrior. I mean, like ages to do it. So don't ask me, but nowadays, like, I play as a mage, so mages like make a ass load of money like really easily. Like, you just play the game and you make money.
Well, you could probably just open ports for people.
How are classes different when they... I don't remember that being the case in any...
So mages can like AoE farm, whereas other classes can't really AoE farm. Not as well anyway.
Well, you gotta remember, back in the day, most classes didn't really have too many healing abilities, whereas in like modern WoW, a lot of classes have ways to heal and shield and do everything else, right? So that's another thing.
Like, all mages do is they just drop Blizzard on people, and then it slows them down when they're inside the Blizzard, and you just slowly whittle them down. They don't... You frost over them if they get close, you run away, you Blizzard them again.
Like Travis as a warrior would have had issues back in the...
I'll be back later.
Okay.
Alright. Hey, man.
See ya.
Do you guys decide on when we're doing the movie? Like afternoon,
Whoa,
right?
whoa, whoa. You guys are doing a movie?
Yeah, we're doing Discord movie night.
Oh, Discord movie night. Okay, I can attend this.
It's gonna be sometime tomorrow.
Probably in the afternoon, our time. I don't know when in the afternoon, our time. I'm
What do
around
you-
all
what do you
day.
guys
So
watch?
like, Battlestar Galactica, the miniseries, first 2 episodes, like the
Oh,
miniseries
that's
of the mini.
totally
of the
not
show.
movie night.
What do you mean? It's gonna be like, I mean, if we watch both, it's like 3 hours. Definitely movie.
How are you? Are you guys just gonna watch it simultaneously, or is someone
No,
gonna
I'm
like
gonna
stream?
stream it. I'm gonna stream it on Discord. 'Cause you can do
Alrighty.
that.
And I'm gonna stream it on Twitch.
Yeah, if I stream it on Twitch, I get banned on Twitch, and I'd rather not get banned on Twitch. I've actually made like money on Twitch now.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I mean, yeah,
it's
you
not
did.
a lot of money. Like, so they paid me last year, like in July, they paid me $100 and something. I can't remember the amount of money it was. It was like $160 US dollars. It was pretty sick. And then, like last month, they paid me 60.
Sweet.
That's for just a month of streaming.
No, fuck no. If I was making $60 a month streaming, I'd be streaming right now. That's just like from like subs, I guess. I don't even know where it's from. Where like
Probably
what
subs.
money is. Yeah, but it's like subs and stuff. And yeah, I just
From Jeff Bezos' charity fund.
they just like, yeah, just get an email. It's like, hey, here's some money. It's like, all right, thanks.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll come around and see what's going on.
I'll be on. I may not be on all day, but I'm always like around. So if you guys want to just like watch the movie, just like ping me. But I'll probably be the one doing the pinging, I would imagine. So we'll see.
Well, you know, we all have busy days of work.
Yeah.
Working on the weekend.
Yeah, super busy, man. But I'll make time.
Are you actually busy working from home or no?
You mean like compared to normally?
Like, is it like a decent amount of work that you're keeping busy during the week?
Personally, for myself, I can say that the workload hasn't really changed. So it's just the location. I'm just working from home now. But like they were saying, we have enough work for at least this week and next week, and maybe a little bit of the week after that. But we might start seeing a dip in workload after that.
So you think there's going to be layoff?
Maybe. There's already been some layoffs in our company.
Yeah, my mom got laid off, so she signed up for EI and everything. My sister's still working for now, but they're laying off some of their staff.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's getting more and more common these days.
Well, it depends. Like, some jobs you just can't work remotely. Like, a lot of the people that got laid off are mail-room people. Because it's like, well, you can't do that from home.
I'm expecting Travis to get laid off any moment now.
Yeah, right.
I got a raise, so that's not happening.
Oh, yeah?
I got $2 extra an hour for nothing, and for the duration of this.
And it's getting
however long this lasts.
It's getting danger pay now.
I don't know, $2 an hour. I'll take it, dude. I didn't ask for it.
I mean, if you went to New York, you could get, like, ridiculous amount of...
Yeah, I'm good.
I have an aunt that works in New York as a nurse, hospital nurse.
I'm like on the thing, the emergency call list or whatever for emergencies. So I do actually kind of maybe expect perhaps get a call maybe.
I don't think so. It looks like BC kind of has a good grasp on things as long as no one like severely fucks it up.
Well, it depends on how many hospital people get sick. Is the thing.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, as in, like, you tag in and you basically continue.
Yeah, like, if there's no one else, if they're short on staff, then they have to start calling people in. And it would probably be actually pretty sweet for me, because I would get... I'm guessing they would, like, shift us from the bottom up, right? Like, so... It's not like I'd be working in, like... I wouldn't even be working in, like, a COVID ward. I'd just working in, like, a regular medicine ward. And then, like, the people who were working in the medicine ward got bumped into a COVID ward or whatever, right? So that'd probably be looking pretty sweet. Because the hospital still is, like, you know, taking people in, normal people who are not
Yeah, so like anybody who has like serious like illness and stuff like that, I don't know if they're necessarily taking like super
No.
basic.
Well, they cancel all the electives, but I mean like yeah, no, they're taking. I had a person have like a stroke last week, and they went in and what? That was quick dinner.
No, I was gonna go helping them. I was like, no, you should go back to playing games. And I'm like, oh.
She really said that.
Oh,
huh?
wow. Wow.
Have to
Yeah,
keep
no,
her,
I was
Riley.
like,
You should
I
marry her
started
right now.
crying. I was like, it's a dream come true.
You should use that
Yes.
excuse from now on. Be like, no, you said to
She's
go back to
actually,
playing games.
she actually doesn't want you in the kitchen, so she can continue talking to her other boyfriend.
She's talking to him. She has a Skype call with a friend, but she told me just in case she wants to talk about some personal stuff. I was like, oh.
She'll be like, nothing I haven't already heard. Or you're gonna tell me later anyways, so I might as well just be there to say.
I might as well hear it anyway. And then.
I mean, you
so
can
there's-
literally hear it when you're.
Yeah. She doesn't know that.
Are you practicing social distancing at home?
No.
No? You're not sitting like 2 meters away from her at all times?
No, man. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Full
Keep her away,
PP&E?
that is. What are we gonna do?
This conversation's about 3 sentences away from getting really weird.
3. It's already there.
I can do it in 1. I don't have a 2 meter dick.
You are wearing protection when you see her, right?
There we go. Well, only took 1.
Wait, I gotta fix my African American.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
think-
Eric, do you notice that?
I literally just think you're like kind of whispering under your breath, and it's just like deepening your voice. That's what it sounds like. I don't even think of it. I'm like, oh, he's just talking like this. Okay, I get it.
But it keeps getting lower and lower though.
No, I think he's just trying to deepen his voice so he sounds more like masculine. I mean, these are trying times, right? People are growing crisis beards. Like, obviously, Riley instead he wants the crisis voice of like sounding like, you know, he's seen the shit and he's been.
Ryan's on that crisis beard train, aren't you, Ryan?
I shaved.
What? Wow.
I mean, think about it this way. So, we had the war to end all wars. What was World War II? No. World War II was just World War II, I guess. Now we have the toilet paper wars.
Toilet paper wars?
No, toilet paper wars are over. We won.
Damn.
It's just
Okay. I'm ready.
I'm not. Well, I will be in a second. Hold on, brother.
Yeah,
I like this mouse. It's like lowering the fatigue on my wrist. You know.
that's what I need. My wrist is fucked.
You have the same mouse as him, don't you?
Which mouse did you get?
I bought a new one today. What is it even called? God damn it! I told Riley what it was.
Riley, tell us.
The Razer Mambo.
The Logitech Pro Wireless Pro, something.
Logitech.
Look, man.
Yeah, I got
half my life has been used. Has been
I bought
spent
the Corsair Dark Core RGB. I'm pretty happy with this one.
Yeah, I think I'm still actually. It sounds weird, but I think I'm actually still going to use because I had an MMO mouse before this. I think I'm actually going to still use that for WoW because it's like trying to like went from 12 buttons to 2, so I might be able. And I did use every single one of those buttons, but I have to like rebind WoW completely, and I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm probably just gonna plug.
Yeah, this one only has like a couple buttons. It has like maybe 4 options that you can. But
I'm probably gonna like just plug it in when I raid, and then.
I mean, the whole reason why I bought this mouse was that it was Bluetooth. Same with the keyboard because it had Bluetooth, and then you can also just do the wireless through the stupid USB.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I think the real advantage now though is now that the iPad can hook up Bluetooth keyboards and mice. I mean, I could use it for my.
This one isn't Bluetooth, but it's light speed, whatever the fuck that is.
What? It's what?
light speed. Because it's wireless technology. Well, Bluetooth is really slow, so that's why it's not Bluetooth.
I don't find mine that slow, but
Yeah, but this one's like for esports professionals. Do you want me to read the box material to you?
no, I'm checking out what Lightspeed is. It's a Logitech proprietary thing.
The choice of pro gamers worldwide.
Oh.
Team Solo Mid. I don't know who this logo is.
Team
Astralis,
Solo Mid?
Origin, and this other thing uses it.
Cloud9?
And Shroud. No Cloud9. Got TSM though.
Alright, so what I think that this is it's just it's still wireless, so like you still plug it in using the little thing at the back of your computer.
Yeah, I have it on the front though. Because it
Yeah,
recommends only being like 3
so
inches away
it's
from
wireless, but I guess it's just better at communicating, so it has very low.
They did like a latency test or whatever, and it's like imperceivable basically, which is why a bunch of like pro gamer people use it. And if it's good
Why
enough,
wouldn't you just get a wired mouse?
Because it's nice being free.
Yeah, but wired mouse has no latency at all. You don't have to charge it or change
Right, but like
batteries.
the difference between wireless technology has gotten a lot better in like 10 years on mice.